Hi there, my name is John Stevens, pastor of Zion Lutheran Church in Oregon City, Oregon, and we're part of the ELCA, and welcome to Dollar Store Children's Sermons, where we take a look at the lectionary texts. We tie them to an item from the Dollar Tree. This is for the second Sunday of Advent, and we're looking at the gospel lesson, which is out of Mark, and it's Mark chapter 1. This is the beginning of the good news of Jesus Christ, the Son of God. And that's what I'm focusing on. And not even the second half of the verse, but that first half, this is the beginning. And talk about what does it mean? What do beginnings mean? And so a couple items I'm thinking about that I would suggest to use is a book, a puzzle, or a recipe with a bunch of ingredients. And so you could possibly, I've used a while back, I used a cake box, and it could be that, talking about that's the beginning of that. Or a book where you open it up and you read the table of contents. And you read the first page. I've begun reading the book, and this idea that the beginnings tell us that something else is going to follow. So like if you have a puzzle and you pour out all the pieces, that's the beginning of something, but you know something else comes after that. The beginning of a book, you open up and you read the first page, and that's not going to be the end of it because the ending hasn't happened yet. It's the beginning of the story. The same way with a recipe card, pulling out the recipe card. Here's the recipe card. It looks like a great meal, but it's just the beginning of getting ready. And so at that beginning of the good news of Jesus Christ, the beginning tells us, well, the beginning of the story, and we as people of God, as children of God, get to be part of the continuation of that story. That as Mark says, I'm going to tell you the beginning of the good news, and then we as people of God get to be more than that. We get to be the continuation. We get to tell us old Paul Harvey reference. For some of you, you get to tell the rest of the story. That had flashbacks to riding in the car with my grandparents. Good fond memories. But that we get to be more of the story, that telling the story. So talking about beginnings and how beginnings really require continuation. So that's how I hear that, and we get to be part of that story. All right, hope that can be a springboard for your own thinking, for your children's sermon. As always, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a fantastic week.